New Jersey Democratic Senator Robert Menendez stands indicted for purportedly receiving hundreds of thousands of dollars in bribes, as per the Justice Department. Prosecutors allege that Mr. Menendez and his spouse accepted gold bars and envelopes filled with cash from New Jersey businessmen. These funds were purportedly taken in secret to assist the Egyptian government, as prosecutors contend. Both Mr. and Ms. Menendez have strongly refuted these accusations. Stay informed with Slant News. Subscribe to our channel for the latest, most credible news. Thank you for choosing us as your trusted source. The couple faces 3 criminal charges each: conspiracy to commit bribery, conspiracy to commit honest services fraud, and conspiracy to commit extortion under color of official right. This indictment follows a lengthy investigation by the Justice Department. Prosecutors assert that Mr. Menendez and his wife Nadine accepted bribes, including cash, gold, contributions towards their home mortgage, and a luxury vehicle, from 3 New Jersey individuals, Wael Hannah, Jose Uribe, and Fred Davies. In addition to their alleged support for the Egyptian government, these bribes were purportedly taken to leverage Mr. Menendez's influence as a senator to shield the 3 businessmen, as stated in the indictment. Mr. Menendez, aged 69, chairs the Senate Foreign Relations Committee and secured his 3rd Senate term in 2018. His role on the Senate Foreign Relations Committee enabled him to wield influence in these areas, as highlighted in the 39-page indictment. In a statement from her legal team, Mrs. Menendez refuted any wrongdoing and pledged to defend herself in court. Mr. Menendez also denied the allegations, characterizing them as politically motivated. He expressed confidence in a successful resolution of the matter once all facts are presented, and urged fellow New Jerseyans to see it for what it is. In the summer of 2022, federal agents executed search warrants at Mr. Menendez's residence, uncovering evidence of the bribery agreements, including over $480,000 in cash, much of it concealed in envelopes and clothing, closets, and a safe, according to prosecutors. Agents reported discovering a Mercedes-Benz luxury vehicle, paid for by Mr. Uribe, in the garage, along with $100,000 in gold bars inside the home, as evidenced in the indictment. During a news conference, prosecutors cited statements from Mr. Menendez's website, outlining the limits of his legislative power, which included not intervening in criminal cases. They alleged that behind the scenes, Senator Menendez acted contrary to these declarations for specific individuals, those who were supposedly bribing him and his wife. According to Damian Williams, the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, Senator Menendez was doing those things for certain people, the people who were bribing him and his wife. The indictment claims that Mr. Menendez's wife collaborated with one of the 3 New Jersey businessmen, Mr. Hannah, to introduce the senator to Egyptian intelligence and military officials. Mr. Hannah, originally from Egypt, exchanged thousands of text messages with Mrs. Menendez, which were allegedly deleted from her cell phone, as prosecutors state. The indictment asserts that Mr. Hannah and Mrs. Menendez entered into a corrupt agreement, in which the New Jersey businessman supplied funds for the senator to benefit the Egyptian government through foreign military sales and financing. On one occasion, prosecutors allege that Mr. Menendez covertly composed a letter on behalf of the Egyptian government to persuade other U.S. senators to release $300 million in aid to Egypt. In return for assistance to Egyptian officials, Mr. Hannah supposedly arranged for Mrs. Menendez to have a low or no-show job. Mr. Menendez also faces accusations of accepting a Mercedes-Benz convertible in exchange for obstructing a New Jersey state criminal prosecution involving one of Mr. Uribe's associates. Due to these charges, Mr. Menendez and his wife may be required to forfeit various assets, including their New Jersey residence. The media has sought comments from businesses owned by Mr. Hannah and Mr. Davies, while the Egyptian embassy in Washington, D.C. did not respond to a request for comment. Mr. Menendez, his wife, and their 3 co-defendants are slated to appear in Manhattan Federal Court on September 27. This is not the first time Mr. Menendez has faced bribery charges. The senator, who has served in Congress since 2006, was indicted in New Jersey in 2015 over allegations of accepting bribes, including luxury vacations, from a wealthy Florida eye doctor. That case ended in a mistrial when jurors failed to reach a unanimous verdict.